Nurse on OnlyFans alleged she was
What's the
fired
deal?
due to
It's your
coworkers
boy,
watching her videos
Ray.
at work.
Well, I am always doing care on somebody.
We
They're
got
at
this
the nurse's station,
bozo.
looking at my Instagram, looking at my Twitter, looking at
Go
my
ahead
site.
and cue it up.
Like, they paid for my site so they all could see and look at the nurse's station while they're on the clock, okay? And she said that she can't have that happening every time that I work, so she has to let me go.
Hit the subscribe button, man.
Like, girl, did you just hear yourself? These women are literally taking
Is that a car seat in the
your
back?
time that you pay them for, sitting at the nurse's station, buying my stuff, looking at my socials, while I'm in a room doing
Hey,
care.
I'm the baby. Gotta
I have
love
a
me.
problem and I get let go?
Gotta love me.
Oh, this is what she said.
That's
The main
definitely a
reason for
car
letting
seat
me
in
go
the
is
back.
because they need a job more than I do. I did contact the lady who let me go yesterday, and I told her that I will need
She trying to sound
in
professional.
writing and an email on why I'm let go. And she finally sent it over like 10 minutes ago.
What's she gonna do something with
She
that?
wrote it in real
Like,
big
sure, I'll give it to
words,
you.
Okay? Like real big words that I couldn't understand. So I sent it over to a lawyer, and
The
basically
tattoo
she
sleeve
said
should give it
I
all
was
away.
distractment. So I just called the lady who fired me. I was like, can you also put in
Did she say a
why I was
distractment?
distractment because
It's
I didn't want
distraction.
people watching adult entertainment at work while I was in the room. And she was like, of course I can. She
Is
didn't care.
distractment a word?
As I'm speaking, she just fucking sent to me. Let me look over.
It's
Hold on.
distraction.
So she
What
did.
the
She put
fuck?
all that in writing.
This is what we're
We have
dealing
no
with
say in
here.
the game, which I'm not mad at all.
Distractment.
At all whatsoever. I just think it's crazy how these women
Here, let me
could
cue it up
watch
again.
adult entertainment at the nurse's station on the clock. While
That's why I
I'm
put
actually
clown noses on this
taking
broad.
care of these residents. But I had a lot of lawyers reach out to me for free. They said
They're
they
gonna
would
take
love
her-
to make an example out of me, and for SW in general.
They're gonna make an example out of you.
Very blessed.
Not.
At this point, I'm just really sad that
You don't even know what that means. They're gonna rape this chick financially.
go without the care that they could have had. Because I'm.
Hey, they're not gonna work her
that-
case pro
that's
bono because she's not gonna win.
books. I am a really good CNA. But this will be took to court, and that's really all I can say about it right now. It's gonna be a long process.
Oh God. So there we got this clown. We got Bozo the clown over here who thinks she's about to sue her previous employment because she decided to get an OnlyFans for supplemental income, and that's probably against company policy. Health facilities are institutions at the end of the day, so they have integrity to uphold. And once you know what? Let's get into the intro before I dissect this. Let's get into this intro. Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Fair use, by the way. It's your boy Trey. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, drop your comments or opinions. Give me your thoughts or something. I don't care if it's negative. So yeah, we got Shorty who pretty much just lost her job, her primary employment, over being exposed on OnlyFans. So her coworkers exposed her on OnlyFans, and I'm pretty sure they were mostly women because men don't give a fuck. They probably would have subscribed to that shit and not said anything. So it had to be some of the old soggy women at the hospital, whatever medical facility she works at. I'm assuming it's a hospital because hospitals are pretty strict when it comes to stuff like that. I know hospitals can seem like large operations and that you're not really being watched or micromanaged, or that like they may not care because you kind of have your schedule for the day and then you're off to handle your business. But they're watching. Someone's watching, either HR or one of your coworkers, but you're a CNA, so they really don't give a fuck about you, Shorty. You're not even an RN. You're a CNA. So you're disposable at the end of the day. You're a CNA, so you're disposable at the end of the day. Straight like that. Straight like that. And I guess she's planning on suing her previous place of employment, and just because you want to get it in writing doesn't mean your disposition has validity. Just because you want it in writing, that isn't proof. Yes, you were fired for probable cause. Definitely for probable cause. You're jeopardizing a health institution's image. And I think in one of the pictures, hold up, she actually took like an ass shot in her scrubs. Let me see if I can pull it up. Fire phone, man. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. I'm still grinding. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I'm really not going anywhere. Here, let me pull her up. So, yeah, she's just showing her ass off, and it's cool. I mean, do you? I'm not here to tell women what they can and cannot do with their body. With their body on my Meg Thee Stallion. I mean, yeah. That's Playgirl Jalen. So I guess she wants to be like a Playboy model, or I don't know what that means, Playgirl, but okay, let's see what she got. Is she saying something different here?
Before I start, there might be some new people here. If you're new, we all know my main income is OF. I'm in the adult industry, okay? Well,
I'm pretty sure she was getting paid more doing OnlyFans than being a CNA. You get what I'm saying? But the only thing is, she doesn't have any real skills. I mean, you can always bounce back on the CNA thing, but after this, I'm pretty sure she's not gonna get a job anywhere else because this kind of spread like wildfire. So anywhere she applies, she might be blacklisted. I'm sure she can get a job at like a private practice, but I don't know any private practices that are hiring CNAs. They don't really have too much use for them. Like small practices. But yeah, she doesn't strike me as a girl with too much intellectual prowess, because she's using words like distractment, and it's just like, girl, that's not even a real fucking word. But these are the kind of women men have to choose from today, and she don't think she's in the wrong either. But I do see that car seat in the back, so let me go ahead and cue up baby Sinclair.
Hi, I'm the baby, brand new, just out. Gotta love me, come on, gotta love me.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? She for sure got a child. She for sure got a child. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get this soundbite real quick. I need this one. But so now we're gonna get down to whether she has a case or not, because it's looking like she's gonna take this to litigation and try to get some money. And she's such a fool. I guess her prospective counsel told her they're gonna make an example out of her, not to. It's like, you don't even know what that means. That means they're most likely going to drain you financially because you don't really have a case. You don't. I don't know. There will be a class action lawsuit right now because there's a lot of people getting fired for having OnlyFans accounts and they have no course of action. They have no legal standing. They have no legal standing. So if that were the case, there'd be a bunch of, you'd be hearing about a bunch of lawsuits and a bunch of settlements that are occurring. If anything, she wouldn't have got fired if she had a case, because employers would stay away from that risk, especially a healthcare institution. So they don't give a fuck. She don't have the financial resources to take this to court, because I don't think any attorney's stupid enough. And I'm gonna show you, and it's gonna be an attorney because I'm not. I just worked in the legal sector, mostly family matters. But we have an attorney. After we play this bozo, I'm gonna pull up an attorney who's gonna let you know whether she has a case or not. God damn it. Okay. All right.
I work a PRN job in nursing homes, in 4 different nursing homes in the tri-state area. They will text me like, hey, do you want to work? Can you work? And I'll be like, yes or no.
Are you
okay?
an RN or a CNA? Which one?
These same 4 nursing homes. Well, I get a text from one of them yesterday asking if I want to work today. And I was like,
I doubt she's
I
an
have
RN.
Plans, but if
She's
you're really
slow.
that low staffed, yes, I will come in.
No offense, but she's one of the dumbest nurses I've ever seen.
So,
gentlemen, take this as a lesson. Stay away from nurses. They're essential. We appreciate the nurses. We appreciate everything you do. And there are nurses out there that some of them may be good women, but majority of them aren't, because a lot of them are callous to the work environment. They're callous to a lot of the day in and day out activities that they have to go through, the routine of working in the hospitals. And a lot of that shit can be brutal because people, when they're sick and hurt, they don't have a lot of patience, so they're just talking at you more so. Unless you're working in like pediatrics, but even then the parents can get a little snappy or, a little disingenuous. So I understand where you're working in the health sector. It can kind of give you some tough skin. It can make you, like I said, callous. That's what that means. You have tough skin, thick skin to the bullshit. So men need to highly vet women that they're prospecting as far as long-term relationships, especially if that prospect is a nurse. And like I said, I'm not saying all women that are nurses are bad candidates for long-term relationships, so don't put that on me. But majority of the ones I come across are projects, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Aww. They're projects. And if they're a travel nurse, forget about it. If you're dating a travel nurse, she chose to travel for a reason. She doesn't like routine. She likes the excitement. A woman who likes to travel likes excitement. They like change, and they like to get away from home. Usually, that's usually what that means. They don't like to be at home. They like to get away every once in a while. And it's just bad news for a man to be dating a travel nurse, unless y'all both plan on cheating on each other. Especially a travel nurse who won't give up their travel gig. It's all kinds of red flags. Because like I said, they're traveling for a reason. They're usually in search of something. And women get more attention than men. We know this. So if she's gonna have the opportunity to cheat on you, and she most likely will in some form or another. Usually it's gonna be emotional, but a girl could take it physical, especially if you do something wrong. It could be one little argument or whatever for a girl to want to retaliate, and women do retaliate. Trust me. I'm speaking from firsthand experience. I've dated nurses, so, and I'm pretty sure you can ask other men who have dated nurses that will co-sign on what I'm saying. There's all kinds of stereotypes. They're cognitive heuristics at the end of the day, and I use cognitive heuristics as risk mitigation. That's what I use cognitive heuristics for. Some may call it stereotyping, judging a book by its cover, but fuck it. I guess that's what we doing then. But you won't be fucking my life up. You dig? You just won't. So I will be taking these cognitive heuristics, and I'm not saying I won't give a nurse a chance as far as a relationship, but I'm not taking no nurse serious. They just don't have the bandwidth. They don't have the schedule to invest in a serious relationship. And when we're talking about nurses who work in the hospital, it's way too many people in the hospital, and it's people coming in and out. So they're always being subjected to new people, because nurses only they be working these shifts that only last a few months. So I remember one time when I was dating this nurse, and she would kind of give me like little hints. Well, we were like in the talking phase, but she would give me like hints of men she was interested. She wouldn't tell me that, but you can kind of tell because how she would talk around. And this guy he's doing his residency, and this is like, oh, you find him cute then, or you're into him or whatever. And but obviously they'll deflect it, but it's just bad news for a man because the environment that they're working in is counterproductive to a healthy relationship. And it's not like you want her to leave her primary place of employment, or you want to, you know what I mean, strip her of her career. You know how these women feel about their careers. So it's just an uphill battle as far as relationship trajectory. Is going to be an uphill battle for any man. I advise men to stay away from nurses, as far as have fun with them, court them. If you know you're a man who doesn't want to get married and doesn't want to settle down, date a travel nurse, but just let her know that you don't plan on settling down. We're just having fun. It's funny though, I see a lot of travel nurses who try to trick men, or a lot of nurses in general who would like try to trick men and make it seem like they want a serious relationship. Don't believe none of that shit, especially if it's a travel nurse. And they might try to get you to travel with them. Don't be their travel buddy. They just want you to pay for their shit while you travel with them. That's all that is. Back to this bitch.
Okay, I clock in. And this lady I've never seen before, she was like, are you Jalen?
Her tattoos give it all away. She got the Ed Hardy tattoos.
Okay, and I thought, for
like
sure,
a sailor. She's not going to age well. I already can see that. I could see it on women who aren't going to age well.
And she was like, I got to let you go.
She's decent now.
Like I was waiting for her to tell me.
She just looks like she has a lot of bad habits.
So I was like, for what? Like, why are you letting me go? And she said, it came to my attention of what,
because you're a slut. No,
you do online, and how you're this big social media person.
Because you're a fucking slut, damn it.
At that moment, I was already rolling my eyes. I was like, here we fucking go. Okay, so she said, I knew about your occupation a couple months ago, but you weren't really that big, so it wasn't really a big deal to me, and I can't really fire somebody for.
Is she big on OnlyFans?
And basically is what she said. Her words. I can't fire somebody for doing what you do. Then she proceeded to say that, it wasn't a big deal a couple months ago when she found out because no one was talking about it. Well, I guess every time that I've been working lately,
employers can literally fire you for any reason.
Been talking about me at the nurse's station while I'm in a patient's room. Okay, well, everything
she's saying is hearsay. You know that. This is what we call hearsay in the courtroom. That's all hearsay. If it ain't in writing and she doesn't have proof, if it's not recorded, it's gonna get thrown out. Cause I doubt the lady said, I can't fire you for this. And even if she did, you should have got that and recorded it. But I highly doubt that's true that she said that. That would be dumb on that lady's part.
They're
and
out
to
there
actually
looking-
fire you,
looking at my Instagram,
that's
looking at my
stupid.
Twitter, looking at my site. Like, they paid for my
I
site.
think she's trying to build
so
a
they
case.
all could see and look at the nurse's station while they're on
public.
the clock. Okay?
It's public.
She said that she can't have that happening every time that I work. So she has to let me go.
Yes.
Like, girl, did you just hear yourself? These women are literally taking
Oh, it's women.
your time that you pay them for, sitting at the nurse's station, buying my stuff, looking at my socials while I'm in a room doing care. But I'm the problem.
Women
and
try to
I
act
don't
like
know.
they're all comrades, but y'all be selling each other. That's why I don't trust
Oh,
women.
this is what she
Y'all will
said.
sell y'all will sell your own
It's
soul
because
quick
they need a job more than I do.
for a couple likes. Yeah, I can't, man. I can't. She's not a bad looking chick right now, but like I said, all this, she's really trying to, she's sprinting in life. You know, they say life is a marathon. She's for sure sprinting. But okay, let's see if she has a case now. Come on, let me see. Let's go on her Playgirl Jen. We need more fathers in the home, but I refuse. Like I'm done. Like I'm fucking done. I don't want no kid. I'm done, G. Yeah, what's her name? Playgirl Jalen. She went full slut bag. She's not a bad looking chick. Damn, she live in a trailer park. She got her a pink Mercedes. You gotta live in the South or something. Cause I can tell I like the dark roads and shit. What the hell? Yeah, man, we need fathers in the home.
Number one, you can be a stay-at-home dad. Want to know 3 reasons why you should date me? Number one, you can be a stay-at-home dad.
Oh God. So number one reasons why you should date her, you can be a stay-at-home dad. And the man who wants to be a stay-at-home dad is not the man you want. Cause he's not gonna, unless it's like a programmer or a dude, a creative who works from home. I can see that. But shorty, that's not the man you want. You can't convince me that the bearded tatted hunting men aren't the elite kind of men. Well,
her mama sister wanna fuck me, TT gotta get in line.
I don't think they want you. She's corny. She's corny. We need more fathers in the home, and that's all I can. Yeah, she's only 22. I mean, she's got time. But I already know give her like 20, by 26, 27, that's when you're gonna start to see it on her. Cause she's sprinting in life, and when you sprint, you get winded quick. You out here like the motherfucking road runner.
Meep, meep.
Hell nah. So we got my buddy over here, Vincent. He works in the law office of Vincent P. White. It's a law firm in New York, I believe. Employment law firm in New York. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see if she has a case here.
I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney. I'm
this
answering
is him.
publicly posted questions on abo.com, getting folks the answers they need from an employment attorney. And
Let's see
here we
what
go.
he's talking about real quick.
How do I know if I faced an unethical situation at work? Hello, I'm looking to have a consultation. I had a very unfortunate incident at work, and everyone I have talked to has advised me to talk to an attorney. I opened up an HR investigation on my job because an employee tried to fight me while I was on the clock. After about 2.5 weeks, I get a call from the HR partner over my case, and he tells me he needs to ask some questions that may make me uncomfortable. Uh-oh.
Sorry, y'all.
Considering I did not know the nature of his questions, I agreed. Yeah, of course. Why not? Apparently, during their investigation, there were claims that came up against me. These claims left my HR partner asking me if I had a sugar daddy.
HR, well, you know, HR want to talk to you.
What do I do outside of my job?
Problem.
What I do outside of my job is none of their business. However, I spent 26 minutes answering questions about my
low key is if you're
I find myself
misrepresenting the institution or the company or the brand, and it gets back to them. It is their business.
Okay. So let's get
especially if it's a career. Y'all's careers
is it's a website where people pay for access to like videos and media content.
Yep.
And it's used for lots of things. But one of the main things it's used for is like famous YouTubers or Instagram models, people that, you know, famous influencer types will often post sexually explicit content and get paid for it, right? So people pay to access it. Now, well, I guess you should probably define sugar daddy too. I don't want to assume. I have to know these things because I'm an employment attorney, and employment as a field is really crazy. And the first case I ever worked on as a young employment attorney came with like 6 boxes of pornography, right? It's a weird industry, right? So don't think less of me for knowing this stuff. I know it through my job. Sugar daddy is like a someone you're seeing.
Okay, we know what a sugar daddy is.
Like things like rent or giving. So a lot of this stuff comes up with
let's get to the point.
Like the young Instagram influencers, Instagram models, young new media stars. A lot of this stuff comes up, right? And okay, so
come on, counselor.
Right. It's none of their business. Although I think you might be wrong about why it's none of their business. Here's what's going on. Can companies terminate you for things you do outside the workplace? They can. Is that their business? No, I agree with you. It's not. But I'll give you an example. Like all those people who went to the Capitol and all those Trump supporters,
there you go.
They went to the Capitol to like protest because they thought Trump had won the election, and many of them were fired by their jobs because they all had their pictures on. So
if you go out and break the law and it gets in a way where it gets back to your employers, it's a wrap. It's none of their business, but it still affects them at the end of the day because your brand is tied to their brand. Your actions, your behaviors, whatever consequences that arise from whatever stupid shit you did gets back to the company. You represent the company. Just because you're not on the clock doesn't mean you're not representing the company. And I think that's a lot of the confusion, because W-2 and wage workers, y'all are held to different standards once you clock out. That's why I be saying W-2 is pretty much like slavery, because in a sense they do control you even when you clock out. If you want to keep the stream of income, then they control you. If not, then find a new job. You're working at will, shorty.
Social media, right? Now, in most states, that termination was entirely legal because an employer can terminate you if you're an at-will employee for any non-discriminatory reason or no reason at all. They don't really need like an on-the-clock reason, right? Now, there's some arguments that they were engaged in political activities, and maybe that's protected in a couple states, but that's not going to apply to you here. So, employers can generally terminate you for things you do outside of work.
Thank you, Vince.
But I say to you,
this is how he's gonna hook you with the attorney's fees.
Partner would have had this conversation that he had with you, and I assume it's a man. I don't know that. This HR partner would not have had that conversation with, let's say, me, right? If I was working your job, And I don't know if you do have an OnlyFans. I don't know if you don't. I
He's
do
trying to
know,
make
none of my
it
business.
some
But I also
sexist
know
shit.
if I did or did not have
Discrimination.
my own OnlyFans, and let's be honest, nobody would watch me. But if I had my own OnlyFans and I was working,
He's a man.
and somebody tried to fight me, I bet you the HR partner wouldn't come to me like, "Listen, bro, you got an OnlyFans?" Ugh, right? Like it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. They're targeting you. In my opinion,
He's trying to
because you're a
flip it.
woman,
He's flipping it.
right? Because
And that's how attorneys get you. They give you, they try to hit, and that's a weak case because the burden of proof is going to be on y'all to prove that's why you're being discriminated against. But she doesn't have that proof. They're going from, they're really warping their legal stand. Like, she has no legal stance, but that's what attorneys will do. I've seen the counselors at my law firm do it. It's like they would know damn well they don't have a case, but they would try to make it seem like you do. I mean, you're the idiot who wants to gung ho and charge through in your truth and your validity. You're right. So if the attorney doesn't pick it up pro bono, just know that you're getting fucked. But if he's working it pro bono and working it for free and what's attorney's fees, just know the money that you get is not going to be a lot, because he's going to collect his attorney's fees and then you're going to have what you have left. So either way, you don't have a strong case. You don't have a strong case. Like, you don't. He already told you that. He's just trying to give you some back end answer, and the burden of proof is gonna be on y'all
there's a double standard,
because y'all suing,
right? People want to control the sexuality of women.
so you better have it in writing or
OnlyFans. They're like, oh, good for that guy.
a case
Oh, yeah.
where
Yeah,
there's a
he's
guy with the
illegal.
OnlyFans and he didn't get fired.
So
You got to
I
come with
would
something
submit to you that
something
you are
conclusive.
correct, ultimately, that they are outside the law here. But I read this
Because
as an
I'm
issue
a
of gender.
woman.
In fact, I read it as an issue of gender discrimination.
Oh,
Because there's a
hell
double
no.
standard. Because people want to control women's sexuality.
Where's the
But they're fine with men's. Boys will be boys, right? And
he trying to
so
get
your gut is
paid,
correct.
baby?
And again,
All
I
right,
don't think-
Vance, we're done with the imagination, dog. But thank you. You gave us the answer. He's a good attorney, though. He's good. He's a good petitioner, but he seems like the type of dude that would try to take your money. He's really creative. You do want an attorney that's creative, but what he's talking about is a long shot. That's a long shot. You got to prove that there was gender discrimination, and that if there's literally got to be a case where there's a man in your staff that didn't get fired who has OnlyFans, but I don't think that's the case. And what Vince is talking about is putting you through the litigation ringer. You're gonna be paying attorney's fees out the ass, and when you lose, you're gonna be paying attorney's fees. I know that's not gonna be a part of the deal. You're hoping they settle, but I doubt they will. I highly doubt they will. They did it that way for a reason. Like, they're like, if she wants to take this to court, shit, if she wants to take this to court, fuck it. I think she did one. I'm trying to find the one where she's in her scrubs. Bruh. This is why this is sad, bruh. How I drop off my kids. She does have kids. She's a mom.
I'll just be here listening to my tunes.
Oh, queuing it up.
Baby, brand new, just
Have
out.
fun,
Gotta
kid.
love me. Gotta love me.
Ah, bruh. No, single mothers, bro. She ain't gonna show the kid though, for sure. That was a car seat that is a car seat back there. Okay. Yeah, single mothers, bro. I stay away from single mothers. I remember one time we was going out. I'm gonna tell this story. I remember one time I was going out and the homie hit me up while I was at a bar. And he's like, I'm gonna meet up with you. He ends up meeting me at the bar with this chick. And she was cute, But then there's something was a little off with her. She had like an attitude. She was a little quick to argue, but attractive girl. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, she's got to have kids. Because that's how single mothers act. They're combative. They resent men because they couldn't get a man to stay. And this doesn't have to do with women who lost their men to a death. That we're not talking about those kind of single mothers, obviously. We're talking about the single mothers that created their own circumstances. But back to the story. So through the course of the night, she's like kind of talking shit a little bit, being smart or whatever for like no reason. Usually when girls act like that towards me, I think they find me attractive, but because I don't pass compliments and I don't show girls that I find them attractive, I talk to them like niggas pretty much. And I think that upsets them. So in return, because I don't simp. So in return, they'll talk to me in a way where they kind of got like an attitude or whatever. It's like, why isn't he simping over me or whatever? But you'll never get that from me. So you either lay down your sword or, I mean, you just gonna be upset the whole night. It is what it is. But anyway, so she ends up getting us to leave the bar because she says she has homegirls that wants to link up with us, which was cap. But by the course of the end of the night, she had overheard me. We ended up leaving the bar, and through the course of the night, she overheard me talking to the homie about my mother. I had lost my mother. I could talk about it objectively now, but she had overheard me talking to the homie about how I had lost my mother. And she had overheard that. I didn't know she was listening. But then we end up leaving to go to another spot where she, like I told you, she said her homegirls were at. They weren't there. We ended up going to this spot, and it is not as good as the place we left. So I'm like, dang, I was joking with her, and I jokingly said, you over here wasting my time having us go to a bar where there's like no women. Like, what are you doing? It was nothing but niggas here. What's up? Why'd you have us leave that bar? And then she just turned around and said, she said some shit like, that's why your mom passed away. Or I was like, whoa. Even the homie was like, whoa. I wanted to sock her, bro. I wanted to knock her head off. That'd have probably been the first time I would have probably struck a bitch. Close fist. Because talking about how my mom went out is just what you don't do, because you never met my. I don't speak on the dead like that, especially over no shit like that. But yeah, that I could laugh about it now, but then I for sure wanted to knock her ass out for real. But that's what single mothers are: quick to talk shit. They're loose-lipped. I can show you a video. Where this father is warning this dude about his daughter. Let's see if I can find the video. Oh, here it is right here.
My daughter,
and his daughter's a single mother.
So I'm letting you know that now, and I'm not joking when I tell you that, brother. And they have mouths when it comes to them getting into disagreements and engagements with men.
They cannot communicate.
I think respect is the first thing that you need to show your kids.
Leave single mothers alone.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah. God damn. Hold on. Where are we at here? But yeah, we can run that one back.
My daughters do not respect men. So I'm letting you know that now, and I'm not joking when I tell you that, brother. And they have mouths when it comes to them getting into disagreements and engagements with men. And they will verbally put some lashings on you, brother.
I think respect is the first thing that you need to show your kids.
But you think that's funny, or you think that's disrespectful?
It's very disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
Well, she's talking to the daughter's boyfriend.
See, this is the thing. I just don't want a daughter. Women have issues today. It's part-time only. I never cohabitate with a woman. I did it one time, never again. any man that's productive and on his purpose and trying to build, I don't recommend them cohabitating with a woman. She's only going to distract you and just fabricate shit. And then she's going to socialize and bring all those other people's business back into the home. Shit you don't even care about. I'm telling you, that's what women are, social creatures. And now with all this technology, and I know I'm getting off topic from the CNA, but it's all relative because that's why they're all jumping on OnlyFans now. It's an overload. They don't know when to stop. They have no limits, really. I seen this one video Jordan Peterson put out about how women want infinite, and that's what the whole Adam and Eve story is about how men, or Adam, he was content with his garden, but Eve was promised to be Adam's equal by the serpent. She wanted that infinite power. She wanted to be the ruler. She wanted to oversee the garden. So it had nothing to do with her biting some apple, or I think it's a fruit he offered, but it's not an apple. But the fruit that he offers is power over Adam. Infinite is, I'm pretty sure it's infinite power, and that's how women think. That's why they want the universe. They want all the infinity stones. I mean, look at J-Lo. That's why women keep marrying over and over. They can't think in practical terms or in probability. It's all possibility to infinity and beyond. And men, that will get you. I'm not telling men to push the limit or to, I'm not telling men to reach new heights or anything like that, because men are the inventors, men are the builders, men built the pyramids. Men have done some amazing things, and some of those men were inspired by women. I would say a majority of them. But now it's getting off the rails to the point where it's getting to the point now where there's no turning back. And I don't want to use the word toxic because it's overused, but we're kind of in a realm now of relationships that are just unfeasible. It's too many resources and avenues out there for women to get distracted, whether that be social media, Instagram, OnlyFans. They're monetizing themselves. These are women, average women, that are just monetizing themselves, and they're okay with being sex workers. And we're in a whole new society today where it's being validated. It used to be frowned upon. I don't know when the simulation changed and updated, but now it's accepted. So there must have been some simulation update I must have missed. I was somewhere. I must have been somewhere idle while you motherfuckers got the update. But this is not good for society at all. This is not good for society. But let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna leave it at that. Hopefully this made some sense. I kind of went on a rant about single mothers because it all ties down to that. That nurse is a single mother. Single mothers live crazy. They live crazy. I mean, I know when you see them, and some of them really put themselves together, and that they have to. They're a single mother. I'll be seeing some single mothers that are fine as hell, and they make sure they clean up their appearance because their lives are shitty. Once you start peeling back the layers, like, damn, you fine as shit. But once you start investigating, once you start to get to know the single mother, then you see why she has to show her titties all the time, why she got the boob job, why she got the BBL. Because single mothers, they have to date on credit. That's what all that is. It's like when you have no actual liquidity, but you're purchasing on credit. It's kind of like that. And almost every single mother that I've come across that like, damn, you fine. They've had some work done. I don't know if she's had work done. She looks natural. The nurse, she looks natural. Her body looks natural. But I see her getting a BBL in the future. For sure. She's for sure gonna get a BBL. Like, so, man, if you are on your purpose, if you have foresight and your path is clear of where you want to be, stay the fuck away from single mothers. I don't care how much they try to make it seem like y'all got a connection. You are literally compromising your legacy. And that's what this channel is about. It's about legacy. Men who want to establish their legacy and move with purpose and intent. If you're not moving with purpose and intent, get the fuck off the channel. And if some of y'all already fucked. Some of y'all already made decisions and y'all were young and dumb. That's too bad. Some of y'all already jeopardized your futures. Or y'all playing catch up. Some of y'all playing catch up right now. Y'all done knocked up a woman that you're probably never gonna be with again. And I feel sorry for some of y'all. But that's single mother shit. And men who do that kind of shit. Okay, never mind. I know some men who are raised by their fathers who have been knocking up women out of wedlock with no intentions of marrying them. But if I get a girl pregnant, I have intentions of marrying her. May not be the other way around. May not be the other way around, but I got intentions of marrying this chick. I'm the pappy. Hell yeah. But she's not a bad looking girl. But that kid is definitely holding her back. That's why you can be a stay-at-home dad to her kids. You're gonna be a stay-at-home to her kids. And she got a rasp. Stay away from single mothers. Stay away from women who have raspy ass voices like they've been smoking Newports. Cause she definitely one of them Southern belles who bust out a cigarette or a vape on your bitch ass. And the shit with the nails and the if she got the nails and the tattoos, bruh, smash and dash. That's not a woman to create a life with. That's not a woman to date. All these hoes is Jezebels. All these hoes is Jezebels. Okay. Some of y'all won't listen because she's a cute chick. I can see her compromising a lot of you niggas' futures because a lot of men are weak. Her boobs are... I don't know. I don't know. They could be fake. I don't know. Because of the crease. She got a hard crease. She got a hard crease in some of these pictures. And her frame is really... That might be a boob job now that I think about it. Because I've seen some girls with that with boob jobs that good. But yeah, man. She has to do this. She has to give men attention like this. But man, if you're dating a woman who, and I've dated women like this, like I've dated all sorts of women like this with the sternum tattoo and the lashes, it's not good. Don't do it. I've been through the ranks. I'm telling you, I went to Arizona State, okay? I went to Arizona State. This is literally all the chicks we had at Arizona State while I was there. This is what was popping. Don't do it. My parents really thought I stopped wetting the bed when I was little. It's just like, this is going to be your, and this is what your kid will see. Playgirl Jalen. Any chick, is that her pink Mercedes? Bruh. This bitch is tacky, yo. She got like the pink 2010. You got the pink 2010 joint. You'll never make only money on OnlyFans.
Kansas City natives and we all a little cuckoo.
Let me see what she doing with them.
Go crazy on the interstate.
That's not bad.
Kansas City natives and we
Good for her. Well, why? If you made that much, why are you living in podunk? I mean, I guess stay humble. You're sick if you like older men. This is a cornball. But yeah, we're lost, bruh. Like, she's a cute chick. That's why I keep scrolling. Like, she's not a bad looking girl. I'll hit for sure. But I'll never let her into my apartment. Like, she'll never know where I live. Like, oh, we'll always go to a hotel. We'll only go hotels only. You'll never know where I live, shorty. You'll never know where I live. Cause this chick is a problem. Should OF affect your job? Let's see her
Came to
stat.
my attention of what your main income is and what you do online and how you're just a big social media.
First things first, go watch her full video, please. I'm also gonna start by saying those girls and what they're doing, they should be fired for watching her OF on the clock. Extremely inappropriate. You don't talk about someone behind their back, and you definitely don't look at their socials and do what those girls did on the clock in front of others. That's a toxic workplace. I also want to say, having a website like that, having a spicy account is going to affect your normal job, whether you want it to or not.
Thank
I
you.
don't agree that she should have been let go. Don't agree with the circumstances, but we can't sit around and ignore the fact that that does matter.
And that I agree with what she said. I wouldn't have let her go. And I work with nurses. I wouldn't have let her go. That's her business. I wouldn't have fired her. Shit. Can I get a free subscription? No. Can I get a free subscription? I don't know. Shit, I don't know. Management may want to fire you. Hell nah. I wouldn't have fired her ass. This is the reason I'm coming into work. What the fuck are we talking about? But yeah, I wouldn't have fired Shorty. She would have been working. She would have still had her job if I was the manager. If I was the CEO, I'd be like, why did y'all fire this beautiful young lady? You know what? You're fired. And she's rehired. And anybody who had reported her had created a toxic working, because I know they live in the fucking rural South. You feel me? But yeah, I agree with Shorty. She shouldn't have lost her job, because I mean, unless it really got out in a way, the only reason it got out is because she got fired. But we wouldn't have heard about her if she didn't get fired. So I don't think the girl should have got fired for watching her OnlyFans. That's stupid. That's micromanaging like a motherfucker. As long as you're getting your work done, when it comes to the workplace, it's the majority versus the minority. If it means the majority, they're gonna fire the outlier, or they're gonna make an example out of the outlier. Why would they get rid of a bunch of employees for one who's making the company look bad? It's how it looks at the end of the day. Put shit on a scale. Why would they get rid of a bunch of employees who discreetly, because we have no proof they watch the OnlyFans at work. That's all. This is all hearsay. But we have definitive evidence that she has an OnlyFans and she shows her body online. But everything else is just hearsay. And even if the manager said that's what the co-workers did, it's still hearsay. We have no proof. How we got here is hearsay. Look up the word hearsay. It's dismissive. They can dismiss that shit in court. It doesn't stick. Cause y'all be trying to plead your case with, oh, she said this and he said, unless you got receipts, motherfucker, in the form of a recording or a video or an email or a text message, that shit never happened. It was never said. The conversation never happened. Correspondence never happened. The end. Hope you guys learned something today. Drop your comments I can't imagine you disagreeing with my stance on this. But if you do, you're either a troll or high as fuck, or you on that bullshit. But Jalen, baby girl, if you ever want to come to Cali, I'm out here. We could do like a weekend or something. Don't bring your kids. We ain't going to the beach with your motherfucking kids. No, I'm fucking around. But hopefully she bounces back, or hopefully this brings more attention to her OnlyFans career, because I ain't really, other than her being a cornball, I have no reason to be mad at her. Women should get their money however they want. Just there's consequences. I'm not gonna throw salt on nobody's game. I'm not a player hater. If this is how she wants to make money with a child, she's not really having much foresight on how this is gonna affect the child. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, and we are in one of the worst financial climates since the recession. This is worse than the recession, honestly. Looking at gas prices, gas is almost $7 out here in Cali. But yeah, Jalen, baby girl, if you ever come across my YouTube, you know what I was saying. No, I'm just kidding. But I'll mess around with a single mom, but we just messing around, and I'm not trying to meet your kids. So that's out. Or your baby daddy. But you feel me? But it's your boy Trey. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Share the video if you think someone in your network or 6 degrees of separation can learn or find it entertaining. If you're watching, I appreciate you for watching. And you guys be safe out there. Okay? All right? Okay. So let's hit this outro.
Trey, hi there.